So next, I'm going to hand it over to Brother Richard.
Okay, thank you, sister. So now it's my turn. So this is a poster, is like an urgent task. So every time when we get an order, need to finish it soon. So the artist is by this team. So thank you very much. So the brief editing is very important also. Every time when we deal with this task, we need to search a lot of information to provide the content. So it's a good team doing a good relay. So let's see this the shooting star catcher. So when you can catch me, so I can shine. From right is the diadrama. So in the future, you don't need to. You said this the big guy together, living together. So I'll send you to the nursing house. Take care of yourself and the younger brother. Yeah, the future can become better. So after 12 years of love, then things are getting a different story. So you can see, think that every kid is a star in the sky or shining there. So the catching the shooting star. So thank you, the performing artists. The two of them will be here. The Wang Chongzhen and Chen Mongying. The director is ZhangKezhong. Because these are all like famous, and we get used to them. So we believe if we see them here, it's very exciting. So Wang Chongzhen also is a director to some of the diadrama. It's a pandemic. They like to invite them to this the study group, but it's the 三重新雅 the after classroom. So a company with many youngers. They will show up in the drama too, so we can see the performing artists and how they show the story. The Wu Zhenxun, so company name to let them feel warm. Then I feel like the after school is not just a school. You need to have the feeling of the home. So that's together, yeah, see the performing artists. So the first time, so we have Lu Xiaofen is a famous performing artist. So they have a very famous movies, 看海的日子桂花香. So herself join this performing is very special. The Chen Jixia is another important role. Let's see. It cannot to be the volunteer. And that's become volunteer to teach the students. So that's become an English teacher, that would be great. So let me see, maybe he can become a math teacher. After work, we'll be busy. Can you consider next time? Yes, thank you. All our good friends already asked the whole round. Hi, kids, are you interested become a volunteer to teach the young kids? The old kids will run away. Because love, you get together the volunteers. So you think if it's a very good, please a round of applause. So she said because that book and come to here to share, so you can see. So Jixia sister. It's a Wang Jinghui's role. Yeah, because she provided the details of a story. So he's a senior. Also the audio performing with different Japanese and Europe, American movies. So when we see this, we don't know like it's from her voice. It's a very special task. The voices have a lot of feeling. So you can see, yeah, she's a good performing artist. So the Jixia sister. It's a lot of history and artwork. In the Da'ai drama, they have several programs. And she won the 2001 with the Gold Bell Award. In 2007, also being selected in the Gold Bell Award. So I have a long trip, reset and set out again using this 120 days in Europe. Go past 20 countries, the backpacker. So you can see everything she is willing to try. Another artist is Wu Zhengxun. So then not only she's the art performance, so share his story, like 11 or 12 people. Even your mom is talking about the teacher. You laugh at my mom. Yeah, stop. Yeah, push. Don't laugh at my mom. Yeah, push. Yeah, push harder. Push, and he will get in. You don't. She's trying to show them how to act. I think the young kids, they will react right away, but they will forget what happened before. So you will try to remind them, your feeling, what happened before. So he's doing this assistance role. So they think they can do better. So come, yeah, fine. So besides he's performing the Xie Zhen Wei, but he's another role to help the young kids to do better. So let's see the 2003 is participate in the 星光三月, the young men, and get the second award, and so they signed to become a performing artist and become a model. At a military service, they will have the assistant director and doing the work after scene. So they have a lot of programs and awards. Thank you very much. So he has a good dog. He loves his the dog, and it's called Momo. So everything he's doing by himself. He's not saving money, just love the dog. So it looks like the Huge is another famous artist. So the next time, let's go through it's some technical issue. Okay, let's wait to the love to performing. So bigger pros, yeah, love performing team. Daddy, don't drink. Don't drink. Yeah, stop. Oh, my daddy is crazy again. Brother, I feel so hungry. Grandma. Money, money. This is our life. So the mom comes in, young kids, come. Stop the video game, come to the class. This after school class is free. Oh, you're kidding. You think, that how come there's free? How come there's volunteers, good guys to help us? So the catching the shooting star, the little bright star is all around you. Thank you. So welcome them to the front, to sing the song together. So the performing artists, two of them, is in Kaohsiung. They are singing the song. The shooting star coming from where? The shooting star catchers all around us. There's a hold our hands. Yeah, thank you. She feels very happy, but it's going to do this again. So this is a poster for the drama. The shooting star coming from where? We believe those shooting star catchers are all around us. So it's yeah. the shooting star catcher all around us. So all around us. Thank you. Yeah. The two performing artists. So I think it is very interesting. So the audio performing is also interesting. So let's try. Do you know, like, she's test? Yeah, she's fine. I did not notice, like, this is a lot of good stories. So we want to know more about you. How can you go to the Europe for such a long time? Yeah, everyone want to know this story. 120 days of the Europe trip. Yeah. So I think talk back about the drama. You joined this drama for so many programs. For this one, the shooting catcher is the visiting volunteers. So it's very different. So this is shooting in the Qilong on the mountains, and there's a high slope. So when you go to see those searching for the problems, it's very hard. That you need to have a health body to walk around the hills. So the next one, you are facing a lot of kids. You need to be patient and to deal with them. I feel I'm old. I'm a little afraid. But to deal with these kids, they are so cute. They need a lot of help. And we have a lot of love we should share with them. Yeah. Thank you very much. So searching for this kid, the searcher is very important. The kids will come to the class making some issue. But for the kids, need to go to the family visiting and try to, it's scary. When you go there to do the shooting, you really see the real scene. It's very hard to see. It's hard to believe it. So in the real life, there were this kind of people. I feel so afraid. We are so lucky, like we living in a good world, but we don't know like there's a dark side in the community. If we have the capability, we need to push our hands down to help others. When we see the scene, we feel the environment is so bad. You see, in the right moment, you see, it's so hard. We need to protect ourselves better. You don't know what happened afterwards. But the environment is really bad. So we live in a good thing. We should be more active to help others. Because I'm a little bit lazy. I did not really go to plan a lot of things and try to follow the fate. However, right now, I think if I have a capability, I should be more active to help others. To find out who is people in need in the dark side and try to help them. No, Taiwan is a rich place. It's hard to believe, but there's still such a dark side. The kids need help. So the after school, organized by the volunteers, is very important to help those kids. In the program, it's a shooting. You can see it's a real like the haunted house. So where did you find this thing? But this is real. In fact, you don't know what happened, but from outside, the people will tell you the story after the shooting. You know, like, okay, this is real. So when you go down the stairs, you will see it look like a bad guy. Ami Tofo is look scary. Yeah. Although it look like a bad guy, but indeed is a nice guy. And say hello to us. So I think like every area in the local community, there are a lot of kids need help, but we don't know. So the visiting volunteers is to search out the people in need. However, we have a lot of teams, 56 teams. One is the searcher, but it's a little bit different. It's because when the guest is coming, then we will open a folder and put all the video clips and the news and put it there. So we have the searcher team too. Really, we have also the same name, the searcher. However, it's a different purpose. So we see so many video clips. We try to compile those when we know the guest is coming. So we'll try to put those information together. So let's give her a big round of applause. So I know like your dog Momo. Myself, I did not really plan, but it's because of my task. I just when the gap, then I see the cheap airplane ticket, then I will just go right away. Did not really have a detailed plan. I don't have a language capability. Now the mobile phone is so easy to use. Then just use this. They just go to the Europe, different countries, no problem. So the privacy, the thing is the go downstairs, so you can see this look scary. It's dirty, messy, so people don't like don't to go there. Yeah, that's scary. So here you can see the scene, the program, the drama. So I come here really to help those kids for after school. For the kids and the animals. So compared to the kids, you think the dog is easy. The dog is easier to deal with. The 10 to 12 years old kids, so it's hard to deal with these kids. In fact, young volunteers, when you accompany them, you say what kind of a challenge you face. So let's talk about this. This time, when we can invite those talented young kids, I feel so happy. They are so excellent. I should be prepared to work with them. During the process, I think the most difficult is the patience. Yeah, facing the kids, you need a lot of patience because they are so skilled, they are active, they cannot stop. So you need to be patient to direct them, like what your role will be. So the most difficult is patience. So which role is make you feel more impressed? The key point. Anping and Minyi, I spend more time on them. They have a lot of performance. So Anping is a very active characteristic. However, she's feels stress and is try to be quiet. So his work is they him to feel comfortable and become happy. Minyi instead is younger, so she think a good comfortable environment. So in one thing, you think about a poor string thing is disappeared, and how to show this emotion. Which is what you like. You love that this the doll is being taken away, and what yeah, how should you perform? So you said this a different story to let the young kids to perform better. I found my eyes had got tears. Just cried a lot. The director really cried. I think the kids in this the real emotion when they coming out really affect the people around. So this is very impressive because our good kids. So the director think this is so great. They do a good role to help them. So this has been few months. So from February to April, almost 3 months. So right now, already several months on the air. So see, yeah, I get confused by the names. When you call them in the scene, you will call the real name. There's so many names. So what's his name? What's her name? Yeah. But after like 1-2 weeks, then really get used, get familiar to them. Okay, no, lots of kids. Just the Jilin sister said. When you see so many kids, the searcher and the volunteers, and then you see the stories is in the real life and get confused. And what's the most impressive story for you? When you get into the community, how come there's such a dark place? But in fact, we did see such a community. So when you see like the scene, usually in the movie is not so real. However, this is totally different. So when we do the movie shooting, when you really see those people, you feel like in the real life, feel so scared. in such a community, there's such a dark side. We really need to find out and to help them. And in the drama, you can see lots of the young brothers. They think, brother, there's a bad guy. But also bad guy inside our home. Outside and inside, all bad guys. He's just a kid. If he's an adult, he has a capability, he can work out and think other ways. However, you're facing the two kids, they don't have things to eat. If we don't have a searcher team to help them to find out and try to help them, then they will be stuck there. There's no hope. So that's really important. When you see the real thing, you will see the bitter and feel your fortune. Because the visit and the searching, then you'll find out the issues. And those are two kids that cannot come back home. There's a bad guy at home. So it's go to the kindergarten, the nursing home. Then he knows how to feedback, to provide the good deeds. So afterwards, there's a good results. It's very touching. So about your part, so when the father come to make a mess, so what happened? So your mom is smart and to take him away and to talk to him separately. But I feel confused. So how can you talk about this? When Mingyi's father come to make a big mess, so how you challenge this, face this challenge? So yeah, please. So Mingyi's father come to make a big mess. So here, I need to protect the after school. So my eyesight, you need to tell the story with my eyes. You need to feel comfortable, feel safe. Don't go to have a meeting. So Mingyi's father come to make a big mess, don't want to leave. So low-income parents. So if they have the crime record is very, they will endanger the finance support. So that in the real life, they do happen. Because they will suspect where you have such a kind people, so he tried to get more money. Yeah, how come you guys provide this for free? So the sisters experience how to deal with this case. So most of the funny thing is, you think it is very important. You cannot live with empty hands and use the fruit gift. Yeah, but you've been see people try to get a debt. They need to give in the fruit box. The first action is to get a check. His hand is put this to near the ear. the kids will pretend yet to ignore those. And so naturally, when all those Bekali will stay there. And the story, the performing will come out naturally. So these days, from the internet, it is convenient to see the replay. So when you try to give them some suggestion how to perform this emotion, you can see the continuous of the emotion. How you to connect those two different scenes together. For kids, maybe they forget the previous scenes. So Minnie always forget the last thing is from the other different emotion, and then go to the stores, but this time is different. Or you need to continue. The last time you feel so happy, but this time is not happy enough. So after the editing, it will make it more continuous. Otherwise, it's two different things. The same thing is coming with the separation, so the kids forget the emotion. So you count on the big brother to help them to remind their previous thing. So in the beginning, when the teachers come here to help them, those how do you think? So the two sisters is supporting the other guys, but he's supporting in full strength and try to get the kids together to the after school and to provide them food, to make meals for the volunteers. They have their job, but for the volunteers and they come to the after school, they don't have the food. So Qihui sister regularly provide meals for the volunteers, even with the kids, to make the lunchbox for them to take back home. So it's hard to describe. Like these volunteers, they pay so much effort, but with money and strength. So the kids will feel biased or not jealous. So this is a real story. So when you feel, do you feel like your mom did not really take care of you, but take care of other kids? Why? So we don't know this. Do you feel jealous? Like your parents be kind to other kids? No, I feel simply why my mom is taking care of so many other people's kids. And 12 years. I feel I also like at home. So the real story, the Xie Zhengwei should learn from this story too. Watch his mother doing this good deeds. Why he's do lots of efforts and to spread the love to so many people. So the environment of the sister is good. Last time we also know the honorable members also donate a lot, but he himself did not go abroad for trip. Never. He never have the branded bag. So all for these kids, the low-income kids. So admirable. Did they talk about your mom? So previously they called Zhengxun sister, but no one really called her mom. So he's the first one to call her mom. So I feel my expression look like that. So let's prepare the wuzu fruit. The shooting star catcher, we might have let's see the scene. That's a song. 一闪一闪亮晶晶. The wuzu fruit is so everyone prepare. It's amazing. Yeah, this it's a do, not use a blow air, but use a do. That's the principle to show this wuzu fruit. So all the kids call me 美元妈咪. When Mei Yun is teaching in the school, so the alumni is come back to the school is really called mommy. So many people call her mommy. So the student asked her, really? So many kids? So they really love me. So the students, the alumni is really called 美云老师 mommy. So we talk about a story is really touching, really real. The principal all bring this the wuzu fruit. So let's try this together. Try this together. Okay, let's try the other hands. The director, yeah, you use to use the other hands to wave. It's like the concert. Let's try. Let's raise our hands the same direction. Okay, so when they are talking, because I use the mobile phone with a flash. Let's try again, and with the flashlight turned on. So during the time that these two performing artists to share, why you must watch this program. So let's try this. So it's already 18 years old, mom. Why when he see you call her mom? The real, the one, each thing is really important. So the kids perform very well, excellent. So you must watch this bright star. Just a very warm, happy, and a lot of the deep in the emotion. No matter you are lucky or in bitter life, you will see and get resonance. It will give you courage to face the challenges. Then the seed of hope will get into you. So bring out your mobile phones. Use a mobile phone and use the flashlight on to mimic the stars. So I try. Come on, I don't have enough time. So I try, yeah. Bring out your mobile phone and let's try again the little star. Just try some more story. So most impressive experience. The visiting the 国伟 博弈跟博伟 the two brothers. So the first time I'm visiting them, I see they have a big line. It's a mimic the blackjack. In the beginning, I saw that because of like a blue on his face, but so he draw a line there. Yeah, I think this piece is very brave. So the good thing that the kids' future is pretty good. The most impressive part. Boy is go to the nursing house. I think the perform is really good. He sent the toys to the boy. Boy wish his father can go back to work. Take the shoe off and bring the shoe as a gift and come back. So that's so touching. Even after the work, but when you review those experiences, still think it is so touching. So when the two sisters really leaving, he's really loudly saying, "Why you treat me so well?" So no blood relation, but really treat them well. It's great to have such a good people in the community. So when you grow up, you can pay back. Yeah. The doorbell, those two kids come out. So the parents and the kids really good team. So it's yeah, very excellent. So for kids, for the 大爱 drama, there'll be a lot. Yeah, so that's it's been a long story. So let's try. Yeah, try again. The little star with a mobile phone flashlight. So I try again the little star. So you can sing with us too. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So a big round of applause. Thank you, Shooting Star Catcher. Thank you. So let's review quickly. In Canada, 管心理 is in the after class is very important to affecting the parents also, not only for the kids, but you see the hope and see the love is always love the wounded people, and thanks for the dieting. It's a great sharing. Just so many interesting stories. People very handsome. Our teacher try to use a two voice character. So it's a different voice actor. So the voice emotion to show the story. So it's difficult. So then we will see. So like to see the Thai drama. It's a very challenging. Thank you very much. So we have the positive energy to share with others. So thank you. The audience give us the feedback. So the 声音少女 There are two grandmom. If you are so greedy, I will transfer you to the pigs. The Yishou mom, the Xiaoyan sister. One more. The Pinocchio also, the voice is also from her. Thank you. That's amazing. Yeah. Great. So Zhengxun is so lucky to hear this.